Rye whiskey, don't let me down. This comes from my favorite show on the History Channel called Moonshiners. Moonshiners is a show I love to sit down and watch with my family. Today I'm going to talk about the history of moonshine, how moonshine is made, and interesting facts about moonshine. Moonshine really got started when the government started taxing liquor to help pay for the Revolutionary War. People didn't want to pay the high taxes on the liquor, so they started to make their own liquor. Example of not wanting to pay the high tax is the Whiskey Rebellion of the 1790s. Immigrants and new Americans continued to make, sell alcohol until the passing of the 18th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution and the Prohibition age of the 1920s. The Women's Christian Temperance Union was one of the major forces behind the 18th Amendment. They claimed beer drinkers would die from their organs swelling. The 18th Amendment supporters tried to have the Bible rewritten by removing all references to alcohol. Prohibition is where a person could not make, transport, or sell alcohol. Moonshine, also known as White Lightning, Sour Mash, and Mountain Dew. In the 1933s, the passing of the 21st Amendment repealed the 18th Amendment, which allowed states to decide how to handle the sale of alcohol. Moonshine is made, first, by mixing your water, grounded corn, sugar, and yeast. Second, you must let it ferment for 3 to 4 days. After the fermentation, this becomes mash. Next, you need to put your mash into your still. Once your mash is in your still, you need to heat it to 174 degrees Fahrenheit. Your steam from your mash in your still will travel to the thump keg. After it travels to the thump keg, the steam will then travel to a worm box with cold water. After your steam has traveled through the worm box with the cold water, it turns into liquor. Some interesting facts about moonshine and the Prohibition. NASCAR came from bootleggers taking their cars to the track and racing them. This is how stock car racing was born. Moonshine got its name by making moonshine by the moonshining on the stills at night. The KKK strongly supported Prohibition. Cocktails gained popularity during Prohibition to mask the flavor of poorly made alcohol. Rye whiskey, please last me all day. Thank you.